Hello everybody, Pink Guy from the Dead here. No, it's actually just me, Nugget. Today we are ranking every single character transformation in the Binding of Isaac as of Repentance Plus. Let's get started with it. Let's start off with the Mom transformation. It's basically purely aesthetic, unless you like the knife that gets the hang out of your butt. Alright, let's put a Mom transformation in D tier. You almost never get any effectiveness out of it. Unless you get an invincibility ability out of it, like a unicorn horn or Whittle Stump or I don't know, feels like I'm walking on sunshine pill. You almost get no effect from the transformation. Let's talk about Super Bum now. Where does Super Bum get to go? One of, if not the rarest transformations in the game. I haven't personally even gone it myself. But it's a fun transformation. Very cool aesthetic intro that you get. What do you call it? Cutscene? I don't know what it's called. But I'm gonna have to put in a C tier. Honestly, because it doesn't do anything special for you. Truthfully. You get your normal bum, you get your key bum, you get your dark bum. And you get the cool pixel animation thing. It's awesome. But after that, not very useful for the rest of your run. Maybe you can say it's super useful on the chest and the dark room, but personal opinion, what are the chances it's gonna really help you out? Like maybe you might get an extra chest, maybe you might be able to rig it to the secret room. That's all just hypothetical. I'm gonna have to go into C tier. Puberty also, definitely not worthy of C tier. Also gonna have to go into D tier with a Mom transformation. Puberty simply gives you one singular HP upgrade for having eaten 3 puberty pills. Yeah, that's boring, and that's it. That's all it does. Maybe Edmund could make something more of it in the future. It's not very special, but it makes up for it. You have to have these few bad transformations to make up for the rest of all these good ones down here. All right, now we got Bookworm. Finally, a good transformation, easily going into an A tier. You get Bookworm by getting 3 books, and you obviously already knew that. But as soon as you touch 3 books, you don't even have to be holding on to 3 books, whatever. You can just get the transformation, and that's awesome. And I believe there's a 50% chance that you will shoot double tiers without any damage reduction on the tiers. So that's very good. Essentially making your DPS multiply by 1.5. 100, no, just multiplied by, yeah, it is 150%. But yeah, very good transformation. And then we got Beelzebub transformation. Kind of going to B tier. All it does is give you flight, but it's I guess it's nice because of the flies you get, like the passive flies you get. Sorry. Oh my god, this is shit. This is a shit video. Alright, now we have Beelzebub. Gonna have to go into a B tier. Not super good. It gives you flight. That's nice. You get distant admiration. You get the lost fly. You get your forever alone flies. And all the other flies in this game. And you'll get Beelzebub for it. Flight is nice. Good if there's not an alternative way for your character to get flight on the run. Like very early game, you can get lucky with a whole bunch of flies. And you get early game flight. That's really the only useful scenario. You can get flight by going to Angels or Devil Deals really early on in your run, and Beelzebub isn't going to pop up very much. But if you need it, if you really need it for your run, it's going to be there if you get super unlucky and only get flies for your run. Next, we have the Bob transformation. It got a little bit of a reskin in, I believe, Repentance, and then it's carried over to Repentance Plus. Obviously, it's going to have to go down into a D tier. Widely regarded as the worst, if not one of the worst transformations in the Binding of Isaac, due to the fact that it basically never shows up. Me personally, I haven't gotten the Bob transformation. I've seen a few YouTube videos where I think LazyMattMan has gone it a couple times. Personally, I haven't gone it. I bet you don't even know what it does. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think about what the Bob transformation actually does. And I'll tell you later. I think it's been 5 seconds. Anyways, I told you, you don't know what the Bob transformation does. The Bob transformation, you guess what it does? Poison immunity and poison creep immunity. Nice. That's super useful. Obviously, I'm joking. There's a reason why it's the worst transformation in the game. Talk about not getting any use out of the mom's knife from the mom's transformation. You don't even get to see this transformation in effect, because how often are you ever going to run into creep unless it's your first 3 days playing the Binding of Isaac? You're never going to. And the poison clouds, who goes to the mines? Who's going to the mines anyways? Alright, enough dogging on the Bob transformation. It's a cool aesthetic though. I really like the spread itself. Next we got Conjoined, the first S tier of the video. You do get triple shot, but I believe your damage multiplier is 0.33. So your damage gets cut to 66% of what it used to be, but you get to shoot triple shot now, which is super good, especially for tier effects like Conjoined, or if you have a continuum run going on, or even an Ipecac run, Epic Fetus, Dr. Fetus, just a million synergies that all come perfectly together with Conjoined whenever it just means more tiers. A pop run just came in my head right now. It's just awesome. Conjoined is just the perfect synergy item out of all of these transformations. It just synergizes with every single run. You should always be going for Conjoined. Also, the babies you get, like Ice Baby, Q Baby, I believe, is now part of the Conjoined transformation. It used to not be, which was a little weird if you ask me. Regardless, Rotten Baby, the best baby in the entire game. By the way, if we ever do a tier list on that, comment down below if you want to see one of those familiar tier lists in the future, and I'll definitely make it. But yeah, Conjoined, the synergy. It's literally the synergy transformation. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Now we have Fun Guy. I was debating on this one, because how often do you ever get Fun Guy transformation? I get it way more than Bob transformation. I'll tell you that. Way more than Super Bun transformation. Way more than even, I don't know, way more than Beelzebub. Probably way more than Beelzebub. But it's truly so good. Like I said, just all around stat multipliers. Wow. You can tell how many times I've tried to record this by me stumbling over my words constantly. Almost did it again there. Nice. We're going to have to put Fun Guy into an A tier. It doesn't show up the most, but if you hunt for it, you really go for your skinny odd mushrooms, or your, even if you go hunting for a magic mushroom, and all the other mushrooms in the game. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting what they're all called now. But if you go hunting for a Fun Guy transformation, you are guaranteed, and I mean guaranteed, to have a damage at the end of your run over 20. I've never had a Fun Guy run where I personally haven't gotten under 20 damage per shot in my run. Fun Guy, if you go chasing for it, you're guaranteed to have a sustainable run with all the HP, a good stat-wise run with all the speed ups, damage ups, range ups, shot fire up, all that, etc. And it's just one of the most perfect transformation. The only thing that hurts it's annoying to chase. It truly is annoying to chase. You're constantly blowing up mushrooms, which is time consuming. You may not be able to get it all done with unless you get lucky on, say, like a boss rush run or even a hush run. Still super hard to go hunting for specific items. But that's why it's not S tier. I was debating putting it on S tier, but just because of how scarce it is to find, even though it's less scarce than Super Run, whatever, it's still harder to find. So it can't go in S tier. I can't give it that. Alright, next we have Leviathan. I really like Leviathan. Does it deserve A tier? I think it deserves top of A tier. I don't know about S tier. I think Conjoined is just made for S tier, along with one future transformation we'll talk about. Leviathan gives you a damage, I believe a range up, and obviously flight. maybe something else. Am I thinking damage range? I think it's just damage and range up in flight. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Maybe a speed up. I think it also gives you a speed up. Regardless, by getting 3 specific Devil Deal items, there's like a million Devil Deal items. And some that aren't even Devil Deal items, if I'm remembering correctly. But if you even think about going Devil Deals, or you even think about trying to get the Leviathan transformation, by the end of your run, you'll have it. It has the exact, almost opposite effect of a Super Bun or a Fun Guy transformation. It just passively happens at the end of a good run. Like you'll see in a whole bunch of YouTube videos, if you watch Invicta or LazyMattMan or another Matt, Chaos, all the YouTube Binding of Isaac players, they can always get a Leviathan run by the end of their run. Like if they're playing chess, or sometimes even if they're just going to a boss rush for fun or whatever. But it's easy to get, very accessible as well. Just go Devil Deals if you want Leviathan transformation. Amazing stat multipliers, speed, damage, range, etc. And you get 3 Devil Deal items, which are just generally some of the best items in the entire game. You can't beat Leviathan unless you're going for synergies. In that case, you can still get some transformations from Conjoin, you know? Good synergy between these two as well. Instead of like going for a Beelzebub, you could be going for a Conjoin Leviathan run, which is just probably one of the strongest runs you can have in the entire game. That's just nice, like they perfectly synergize with each other. Alright, let's go into the oh crap transformation. D tier. Cause you know what? I don't even know what it does. Truthfully. I think it's just aesthetic. Maybe it gives you 5 bombs? Not. Oh wait, no. I'm wrong. My bad. It's not purely aesthetic. It gives you, is it called the Dingle effect? I don't know. Scat Love, whatever that item is called. It gives you that effect passively. So all little, dingles or poops in the room will be your friend, and that's what the transformation does, which is kind of useless because there's already an item for that. And I think it's an item you have to have for the transformation. I honestly don't know what the transformation does. I'm sorry. We're gonna go in F tier because I don't even know what it does. It's a transformation so forgettable. I haven't gotten it. Maybe I've gotten it once, twice. It's so forgettable. Doesn't do anything for your run. If you get it, it means you're having a shit run because you aren't getting any good items generally. But yeah, sorry, oh crap transformation. Maybe you'll get buffed later. Maybe you'll get buffed in the final Isaac update in November. Or not the final, but one of the final items. But anyways, let's go on to the Seraphim transformation. It has the same... Okay. So, I'm debating. Because everything I said about Leviathan is almost true for Seraphim. So, if there was an A- tier, I would put that there. I would put Seraphim there. But since there isn't, it's going to have to go into a B tier. You get Seraphim by picking up 3 holy items. If you want, it's essentially the polar opposite to a Leviathan transformation. 3 holy items, and you get Seraphim. Not much to it. Seraphim gives you flight. I believe Seraphim gives you spectral tears as well. Sorry if I'm wrong about that. But Angel Room items, generally a bit harder to go for, especially if you're not as skillful at the game as obviously I am, you know. You gotta not get hit for like 3 floors, which is that's a lot if you ask me. Anyways, Angel Rooms got buffed in Repentance, so they're way better now. And as a bonus for extremely good Angel Room items, you get your transformation, so you don't have to go Devil Deals and get flight through the Leviathan route. Generally, very, very good. You get 3 super strong Angel Room items as well once you get Seraphim. So, you're riding pretty. Not as pretty, no like super mega damage multipliers as you would get for the Leviathan transformation. But it's very nice. It's just an add-on. It's a cherry on top to having like Revelation or Holy Mantle and another item that I can't speak of. You get a cherry on top. You get Seraphim with flight. And then we have Spider Baby. Spider Baby is what oh crap is for spiders. Alright, not much else to say about that. See here. Spun. Now, this was one of the transformations that I was debating back and forth in my mind. Back and forth, back and forth. Where do I put it? Does it go S tier? Does it even go B tier? Does it go A tier? I'm gonna have to say F tier. Nah, I'm just joking. It has to go into S tier. Spawn is such a good, useful transformation. It's what the cherry on top is for Seraphim. But if the cherry was the size of a house and was made of gold, is essentially what the spun transformation is. On top of the spun needle, oh my god, the spun needles, if you would, you get damage multiplier. You get a damage multiplier on top of your damage multipliers, on top of your damage multipliers. Red Rage, you get your speed, you get your synth oil for your damage, and yeah, it's just super, super good. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now, just because of how good it is. Totally not because I'm not very good at speaking. Spun gets an S tier. Damage multipliers on damage multipliers. If you get spun, you're sitting pretty. You have all the power you need for your run. You have all the speed you need for your run. You should have all the health you need for your run. You should have all the range you need for any bosses that you encounter. If you get spun, your run will compound interest into spiraling out of control, so you can focus less time on trying to get like small damage ups, if you would, like a meat for a 0.5 damage up, or a small one damage up. You don't need to focus on that anymore. You can focus on rigging the game to make sure that you get the best items that aren't focused on solely stats, and that is truly how you play the Binding of Isaac. It allows you to go for synergy items like Conjoin. One of the amazing reasons why Spun is so great is it takes care of your stats for the rest of your run. It's there for you. You don't have to focus on them for the rest of the run. You can be more strategical. You don't have to worry about damage. And if you're going to be able to fight the next boss, if you have enough health. Spun, very good item. There we go. Actually good explanation towards the end there. Finally, we got Guppy. Another F tier list. F tier transformation. I'm sorry. Yeah, obviously it goes to the very top of S tier. Guppy's the best transformation in the Binding of Isaac as of Repentance Plus when I am making this video. Guppy gives you Flight and Mulligan, which doesn't sound very useful. Like, what do you mean? It's just Leviathan, but some flies. No, the Mulligan effect is, I believe it is double the Mulligan effect, and if you did not know, the Mulligan flies in general do your damage times 2. So essentially, you are quadrupling your DPS once you get Guppy. Very useful item. If you get a soy milk run, an almond milk run, just a general fast shooting tier run, you are going to be sitting pretty with a Guppy run because your flies are going to be able to do all the damage for you. You're not even going to be able to. You're not even going to have to shoot for the rest of your run. You can just walk into a room, and then the next frame, everyone's dead. Thank you for watching my tier list. It's been pretty awesome. Sorry for stumbling over my words a bit. And, I forgot one final transformation. Isaac on top of the world. This guy's goated. If you don't know about Isaac on top of the world transformation, what are you doing, man? You gotta subscribe, like to the video. Yep, 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 do it. Just do it. Alright, see ya. Bye.